Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome back to What Shall We Do Next. I'm Mike, your host, and I hope you guys are having the best day ever. Before I get started, guys, please subscribe if you are new here with the notification bell on. We're on the road to 158,000 subscribers, and I would love you to join me on this journey, so hit subscribe and join the fam. What's going on, you guys? Holy shit, do I have a crazy story to tell you today, and it is literally a story of my own. This is not, like, one that I'm reading. I'm not narrating anything. This is an actual story that happened to me last night. Now, I'm actually pretty excited about this in a weird, like, messed up psycho way. I'm actually kind of excited because I feel like I may have actually had sleep paralysis for the first time. And I know that's nothing to celebrate, but, like, I've always been curious about, like, how it is, you know? And guys, I am telling you this 100% honest. Like, I cross my heart, hope to die. This happened. I am telling you the truth. This is not exaggerated. This is not like Tana Mojo's stories where she literally, like, exaggerates it times 10. This is, I'm going to tell you exactly how it was because it's just as scary as, like, it's literally as scary as I can possibly even explain at this point. And the more I think about it, the more scary it becomes. So it's not a shock to you guys. Like, you guys know, I've told you this multiple times before. The Nun is, like, my biggest fear ever. The Conjuring Nun. That's, like, I don't get scared easily, but that is the fucking scariest thing ever for me. I don't know what it is. It's just, I don't know. It freaks me out. I don't know whether it's, I just don't know. There's something about the Nun, the way she looks, the way she moves. Even the soundtrack of the movie, whenever she appears, it's always like those deep halo voices, like the male choir voices that are like, oh, and she, like, appears there, and she just kind of doesn't do anything. And I think that's what freaks me out the most about her, is that whenever you see her a lot of the time during the movie, not just the Nun but also the Conjuring, she seems to be, like, just slowly walking away like this, and, like, it's almost as if she's, like, gliding. She's not, like, taking steps. I don't know. And whenever she comes closer, like in that one scene in The Nun where she's, like, behind the girl and you can't see her face and she's coming closer. But anyway, you guys know. Alright, so now I need to tell you what happened to me. So, as you guys know, that is my biggest fear ever, the Nun. And I'm telling you that because I feel like this had a role in it. I did consume a lot of sugar last night. I'm not going to lie, I was a bad boy. And I did fill up my sugar count pretty badly. Maybe even a little over, actually a lot of over. But I did eat a lot of, like, snacks last night, and that's because I was, like, I was catching up on my YouTube videos. I got my video done early, if you guys remember, so I spent the night, like, eating snacks and chilling out. Now, I don't know about you guys, but with me, I tend to dream, like, every single night, literally every night. Some of them don't make sense. Some of them are not important. Like, some of them are just, like, weird little dreams, but I dream without fail every single night, and I never used to be that way. I used to wish that I could dream every night, and now I kind of wish that I don't, because believe it or not, dreaming every night actually does, like, for real, exhaust you. Even if you sleep for, like, 6-7 hours, you feel like, I mean, I don't sleep that much anyway because, like, I have insomnia, so it's hard for me to fall asleep. And when I do get asleep, it's hard for me to stay asleep. So, like, I have a hard time with sleeping at night. And I used to always wish, like, I could dream, like, every single night. And now that I do, I don't know how it happened. I think it's because I did go through something in life which kind of fucked me up, and it kind of gave me, like, real bad, like, anxiety, and I feel like that's kind of triggered these dreams. They're not always about the same thing, you know, they're all different types of dreams, but they do, like, mentally exhaust you, because I feel like my brain is just active all the time. Even when I'm trying to sleep at night, it's still active, and it can make you wake up feeling like you haven't even slept at all. Now, another thing that I've told you guys, I'm telling you all this because it all makes sense. I've been working this out all day. You guys know I've made videos in the past where I told you guys, like, sometimes I hallucinate things when I'm sleeping at night. Sometimes it hasn't happened for years, which is insane. Like, I told you guys in another video not that long ago that this used to happen all the time when I lived at my mom's house, but it never really happened here. So when I wake up in the night, this is, like, sometimes what would happen is I would wake up and I would see something in the room, like an inanimate object, like my tripod with the camera on top, or it could be like my a chair full of clothes. So, you know, the way everybody has the clothes chair, which you're too lazy to put your clothes away, so you just dump them on the chair and it piles up, like things like that. And I would see these objects just in the kind of dimly lit room of the night, and somehow my brain would like literally hallucinate an actual human being. I told you guys one time I saw like an African American man standing there watching me sleep, and when I jumped, it was just my tripod with the camera on top. Or the time where I saw a girl standing there watching me sleep, and it turned out to be just the robe on the back of my door. Like, these are the type of things, but when it happens, it is scary as hell because I can actually see the facial details on these humans. Now, this is really weird because this is where it kind of ties into the story. I'm just going to try and think back to like, okay, so I ate a lot of snacks. I went to bed. I actually went to bed pretty early because Tina made me. Which I'm thankful for because I need to start sleeping earlier. It's seriously unhealthy. But she made me go to sleep around 2 hours earlier than I usually would. So I went to bed, and as I'm like, I get in bed and I don't really remember falling asleep, but I guess I went to sleep no problem. And I do have a robe on the back of my door with other coats and stuff, and they're all like dark colors. So in the nighttime, it does kind of look like the shape of a nun. And I've thought about this many times before because, like, just because of the way it looks, and in the dimly lit room, it does look like, you know, you can kind of picture it looking like the shape of the nun. But I didn't really, like, let it scare me. It's been like that for freaking years, so I guess I just, like, ignore it and just go to sleep. But maybe because I was thinking about, like, maybe I feel like it was a mix of maybe too much sugar and, like, just thinking too much about scary stuff. Because, I mean, there is a reason why it could have happened, because I'm expecting something in the mail to do with the nun, and I feel like this is why this happened, because maybe the nun was just on my mind, and when I went to bed, I didn't even think about the nun when I was in bed, though, like, which is kind of weird, but it must have just, like, my brain manifested this visual of the nun. However, it wasn't just like one of those dreams where I told you guys, or not a dream, but like where I wake up and I'm like half asleep, half awake, and I visualize like humans in my room. This was different because I specifically remember that I could not move, and I woke up laying on my back. It was around 6 a.m. I'd been asleep for probably about 3 hours at that point. I am a night owl, like I will stay up all night, but it was about 6 o'clock. And I remember because I looked at my clock on my clock right to the right of me when I'm like laying in bed. So I looked up, saw the time, and then I looked to the foot of the bed. And that's where my door is, like at the foot of the bed. I will put some pictures on screen to show you guys what it looks like. I'll do like a before, after, and then I'm going to like edit the nun into it so like you can see what I hallucinated, and I'm going to try and make it look exactly like I remember. So I look to the foot of my bed, I see the robe and the coats on the back of my door, but the nun's face is there, and it was literally like, I could move my head and stuff, but I couldn't move my body. I was laying on my back too, which was really weird because I usually sleep on my side. I can't sleep on my back at all. But for some reason I was laying on my back, and I kind of looked down. I could move my neck and my head and stuff, but I couldn't move my body. And I looked, and I could see the nun standing there. And I shit you not, guys, like, I could see the face on this thing. And it wasn't like, it was, I actually remember how it looked. It was like the nun that's in the painting in the Conjuring. It wasn't like the nun, the normal picture that you see of her everywhere. It was the one specific picture of the nun in the painting where she's got her mouth slightly open, but not like the demon teeth open. It's like open where it's like an anguished kind of silent cry for something. I don't know, I hate that. But it was like she was like had her mouth open and she was staring at me, and I couldn't fucking do anything about it, guys. It was literally hell. So I lay there, I saw that, and in my head I remember thinking like, this is fucking real. This is not a dream. This is real life. I'm actually, like, my biggest fear is coming true right now. I can actually see it. But for some reason, I wasn't like, I don't know why I didn't even attempt to scream. It wasn't as scary as I always imagined it would be, but it was still terrifying because I couldn't move. I was like, I didn't feel like I needed to move, but I felt like maybe I was like, you know, kind of frozen in fear, kind of in a state of shock where I was just laying on my back looking at this thing, and I made eye contact with it. It was looking back at me, and I could see its mouth was open. It didn't do anything. It didn't move. It did nothing at all, but it was like looking at me. And the next thing I remember is the panic. The panic kicked into me. I started like hyperventilating. It was literally like hyperventilating. I don't know. This was insane, but I was like, like that, and I could feel my heartbeat. Like, I literally felt my blood fucking freeze inside me, guys. It was traumatizing. I don't remember what happened after that. It felt like it went on for a long time. It felt like it went on for about 10 minutes, but in reality, it probably was about 20 seconds. The next thing I know, I snapped out of it. The apparition disappeared. All I could see was the robe. I couldn't even, like, you know, recreate it with my mind. I just couldn't understand how I saw the nun's face when it wasn't there, and there was nothing that even looked like the nun's face. But I tried to recreate it, and then I was able to move. I picked up my phone, looked at my phone for a little bit, and I guess I just went back to sleep. Like, it was weird. And then when I woke up this morning, I was trying to sort of think about it, and I was like, was that a dream, or did that really happen? But I'm telling you, it really happened. I literally remember it. It was not a dream. This really, really happened. I'm not saying I believe it was the nun. I'm not saying I believe it was any kind of ghost or anything like that. I know it was just my mind. But I think for once, I actually experienced sleep paralysis. But it was definitely different than I imagined from, like, other people's stories where they say they're trying to get up and stuff. I didn't feel that way. I just kind of felt like... I've got the perfect example for this explanation. Like, it felt like... You know, if you're, like, walking through the woods and then a pack of wolves comes running out in front of you, and you get that feeling of, like you freeze. It's that feeling of, like, you're frozen, and you can't do anything. You literally can't do anything. You're just stood there, like, like that, in panic. It was that exact feeling. Like, I was just frozen with fear. But I feel like it was, like, a type of sleep paralysis. I feel like I've actually experienced sleep paralysis. Especially because, like, I hallucinated. I couldn't move anything but my neck and, like, my head. But I hallucinated, like, the nun standing at the foot of my bed, right in front of my door. And it was staring at me, and I was staring back at it. And I couldn't even scream. I couldn't do anything. All I could do was, like, hyperventilate, and my heartbeat was, like, going crazy. And I literally went cold, guys. It was insane. It was so scary. But I will put a picture on the screen right now so you can see this is what it looks like. Maybe I could put it, like, right here. This is what it looks like when it's just normal. This is with the light on. You can see it's just coats. That's all it is. It's just coats. And this is from the angle that I was at, too, like at the foot of my bed. That's the angle that I could see the coats. Now, this is what it looks like with the lights out. I tried to recreate the darkness. It was kind of hard to do, but this is what it looks like in the dark. It's kind of a little scary when you're actually, like, sleeping with it there. And this picture is, I'm going to put this big on the screen so you guys can see this one. But this is what it looked like when I imagined the nun. Now, I've edited this. It's not, I didn't take this picture, obviously, but I've edited the nun's face onto the coats so you can see how it looked for me. And now you can, and I literally found the exact picture of the nun that I was, like, hallucinating with the mouth open and stuff. That is what I saw, and it is fucking scary as hell. And I even feel uncomfortable, like, up here in the attic making this video in my studio right now because I'm just like scared today. But yeah, there's that, guys. I am actually freaking scared, and I feel like that is enough for me. Like, I'm not terrified. Like, I'm not gonna, like, not sleep ever again or anything like that. I don't need therapy. But I'm definitely, it's definitely pushed me to a point of, like, I'm taking those coats off the back of the door because I don't want it to happen again. Not because it wasn't, like, you know, it was, like, I don't know, I don't want to say cool because it's obviously not cool. Like, some people really suffer with, like, chronic sleep paralysis, and they would do anything to get rid of it. But I would say it's, like, it's been a hell of an experience. Like, I've never experienced anything quite like that before, and I don't really want to experience it ever again, so I'm definitely going to be taking those coats off the door. But guys, let me know in the comment section, have you ever had sleep paralysis? And let me know if you genuinely have. Don't bullshit me, don't lie. But if you seriously have, let me know, what did it feel like for you? Like, how did you actually feel at the time, and what did you see when you looked around you? Because I'm curious to know if I genuinely like had a case of sleep paralysis, or this was something like, just, I don't know, maybe it was just a dream slash, like, I was awake. I think that's why I do this, you know, seeing people thing, because I wake up but I'm not fully awake, and I start to see, like, things that aren't really there. Like, I'm trapped in a stage of not fully awake, not fully asleep. I'm just kind of in the middle. So I can't tell what's real and what's not for at least a couple of minutes. And then I snap out of it and everything becomes normal again. But usually when I see this stuff, it makes me jump up in the bed. And this is why I think it was sleep paralysis. Because usually when I see something like that, I jump up, I sit up. But this time I couldn't. I was just locked with fear. And I was like, I really wish I had a GoPro or some kind of night vision camera filming me. Just so like I could see now how it was at the time, so I can see how I acted. But I'm pretty sure that I had a case of sleep paralysis. But guys, let me know in the comment section what your experiences are with it, if you've ever had it. If you've never had it, but you've like done the same thing as me, where you like wake up sometimes and you hallucinate people out of objects in your room, and then when you snap out of that, they completely disappear. Like the apparition's gone and you can't even recreate it because it just doesn't make any sense. Let me know, has that ever happened to you too? But thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like on it, and I will see you in the next video. I will keep you updated if it ever happens again. I really fucking hope not. Like, I'm not even kidding. I hope that never happens again. But like I said, I'm going to take those coats off the door. I'm going to find another home for them because they are not staying there. Not after that. No way. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Remember the most important thing. Chase your dreams and keep on fighting. Peace out, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoy my videos and you would like to support me and my channel more and also be featured in my videos, go check out my Patreon. Link is in the description. I would really appreciate any help you guys have to offer. As you can see, we have different tiers, different rewards, so go over there, check it out, and I would really appreciate that. Every little helps. Thank you so much. And also, guys, don't forget to subscribe with the notification bell on, and also follow me on all my social media. I have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and even Snapchat. So go follow me on all of those, and remember the most important thing: I love you guys and chase your dreams.